And there are following types of group functions you have. Number one is average, right? Average calculates the average of given numbers. Means if you are going to calculate the average of total salary, means whatever the employees in your record, and you want to calculate the average of all the salaries, then you will apply average function. Right? And count function. Count function will return you the counting of number of rows. Right? Max will return the maximum value. Min will return the minimum value. Right? Sum will return the summation. The summation means the sum of all the values. Right? And STDDEV will return the standard deviation. Right? And variance will return you the variance of that all the records. Variance of all the records. Right? Now, how you can use it? You will write select max salary right, comma, means I am applying all the function in a single statement, right? Salary, comma, some salary.
Oh, so you can do all of them in one row together.
Yes, I am applying all the, I am demonstrating you all the function in a single statement, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
From employees. Okay. I think I have left something. So I will explain them separately. From employees, right? Right? Here you can get.
Yeah, what happened?
Actually, I have not logged in with HR user. That's why the statement is giving you error, right? Because the employee table is not present in the schema on which I have logged in, right?
You spelled employees wrong.
It will work or not?
No, because the case sensitive, yeah?
It is not a case sensitive.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now this is the sum of all the salaries.
Oh, okay.
And this is this is the maximum salary which is present in your employee table, right? This is the minimum salary. Right? And this is the sum of all the salaries. Right? Okay. If I want to calculate the average, select
then you
AVG
select AVG
and salary from employees. Right? Yeah. Right? Means as you can see, it is applying on a group of data. Means if I am going to calculate maximum salary, then it will apply on a group of data and return a single value. Right? It is giving you the maximum salary among all the salaries.
Yeah.
Right? And you as you can also see, it is giving the minimum salary from all the salaries. It is doing the sum of all the salary, the summation of all the salary.
So average, they will add the maximum plus minimum and divide by 2
automatically. Means it will sum all the salaries and divided by the number of salary that are present. Means divided by the persons whose salaries they are.
Yeah, by all the salaries.
Right. Means it will as I can show you, if there are 4 people, one is 21, when one salary is 21, then other is 25, right? And third one is 19.
Yeah, divided by 4.
1900, and other one is 2000. Then the whole value
divided by 4.
The whole value will be divided by 4.
4.
This will give you the average of salary.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Same will happen by applying average function. The same will happen by applying a average function. Right?
Average function, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Now, you will get a average. Now,
Yeah.
a point appear in case of group functions. Group function always ignores null values.
Yeah.
Means if there is a null value present in your salary column, then the average function will not consider it as a value.
Okay, so group functions always ignore the null function.
Null value.
Ignores null.
Right? Suppose there are 100 records, right? If there are 100 records, and in these 100 records, 5 are null.
So it's 95. Then they'll use only 95.
Means it will, if it is going to calculate the average, it will sum all the value and divide by 95. Means there are 5 persons present in your table whose salary is null.
Yeah.
Right? Then if you are going to calculate an average, then you should have to divide by 100, not by 95.
Okay.
Getting my point or not?
Yeah, I am.
Then this, if there are some null value are present in your salary column, then the average which you are getting will be wrong. Are you getting my point? What I want to explain you, right? Means in case of group function, if there is a null value, then that group function will ignore that value. Means if there are 100 persons and out of these 100 persons 5 people has null value, then that 5 values will be ignored. Then that will be if average will calculate it, then it will sum all the values and divide by 95. But that division should be from 100.
Okay.
This is the problem exact. Right? So in case of null value, you should have to very careful for null values. So to rectify this problem, what you will do with this average function? To rectify this problem, what you will do with this average function? Tell me. What is coming in your mind?
To eliminate those 5 which have null value.
Why? But those values are already present in your table. How you can eliminate it? How you can eliminate it?
Something to do with the commission PCT.
Huh? Something?
Is it something to do with the commission PCT?
No. Simply, I have already explained you yesterday. You should have to use annual function.
Oh, okay.
That annual function can replace your null value with 0, and that 0 will consider in a function. And if that 0 is adding with some another number, then that will not put any effect on that counting.
Okay.
Right? Means I will apply AVG, then and we will apply NVL and salary, 0, and close the annual. Right? From employees. Right? What it will do? What it will do?
It will eliminate all the null values.
It will convert that null values with. It will convert that null value with 0.
Okay.
NVL salary, 0, where salary will be null, that will be replaced by 0. And
Okay,
if I am if in average, if I am adding something with 0, then the value will not change.
Yeah,
And
it will be the same.
on division, it will be counted.
Yeah.
Right? As you can see.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
If
the same thing.
the same, because there was no null value. If I will apply same thing on commission PCT, as you can see, select AVG, because commission PCT contains the null value. Commission PCT from employees, then you are getting this. If I will apply NVL, if I will apply NVL and the commission PCT, then you will get this. This is the actual average.
Oh, okay.
Seeing? There is a big difference between the value which you are getting previously and the after applying NVL function. Right? Means you should have to very careful about the NVL value when you are going to use average group functions, any group functions, right? So if I will use count, right? Select count. If I want to count how many rows are present in my table, then count, and I will put star from employees, right?
Okay, yeah.
Right? Then you will get the number of rows, 107.
So what does star stand for? Rows?
Star means everything, anything.
Oh, okay.
Number of rows, right? Right?
Yeah.
If I want to select, if I want to count the number of records present in a particular column, right? Then I will put that column name in place of star. Means I want to count how many salaries are present. Means how many persons salaries are present, right? What you say?
Yeah.
If I want to count how many commission PCTs are present, there are only 35. Rest of all are null.
Yeah.
Means out of 107, there are total 107 rows, out of which only 35 contains the value and rest are null.
Yeah.
Right? If you also want to calculate that null values, then you can also apply. See, you are from this count example, you can see this count function is ignoring the null value. That's why it only represented the value which contains something, number. Got my point?
Yeah, I did.
Means I am justifying my statement, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you also want to count the null values, right? Then you will do, you will apply NVL commission PCT, and you have to replace the null value with 0 or anything extra. Means if you want to replace with a star, or I will replace it as a 0, right? That is the problem. Exactly this. Right? Means there are total 107 rows, out of which only 35 contains the value and rest of null. Got my point?
Yeah.
Means these are group functions that are applying on more than one rows or more than one data and giving you a single value. Right? Means count function will display you the counting. Count function will display you the counting. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, if you want to we have discussed average, count, mean, max, sum. We have not. We have already. Simple standard deviation, variance is simple. You will apply standard deviation and the value, right? Simple.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is if you do select department underscore ID from employees, right? Means you want to get how many departments ID are present in my employees table, right?
Yeah.
You will do select department ID from employees. Here you can see there are many duplicate values are appearing, right?
Yeah.
If you want to eliminate,
standard deviation is like the
no,
most common one.
this is not. I'm not telling you the standard deviation. But this is another thing which I'm going to tell you, right?
Okay. Yeah.
If I'm going to know what are the how many department ID are present in my table, then simply what I will do, I will apply it. I will do select department ID from employee. But for after firing this command, you will get there are many duplicate rows or duplicate values are appearing in your record. You have to select one by one. You have to select 80, after that 80, 80, 80 and 50, 50, 50, 50 and 20 and 10. You have to select like this, right? Now, you want to eliminate the duplicate value. What you will do?
Yeah.
What you will do?
You use the distinct keyword.
Distinct keyword. Select distinct, then department ID from employees, right? You will get all the distinct values. Now, here you can see there are a null value are appearing. There is a null value is appearing. Means one of department ID contains the null value.
Yeah.
Right? You can see there is a null value is appearing in between department ID. Right? If I am going to select count department underscore ID from employees, you will get only 106 record, but there is a null value, means total are 107, one is a null value.
Because they've eliminated it.
Right. Means whenever you are going to get some value, then you will get the group function will always ignore that null value. If I will put that command like this, count distinct, right? There is no need to put a basis here, right? Like this, you will get 11 records. Means one, there are 12 and one is eliminated just because of null value, right? Understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I want to use any column, suppose I want to use select department underscore ID, comma, some salary from employees, then it will work or not?
No, I don't think so, because it'll also, or maybe it will, because it'll show both department ID and then it'll show the summation of salaries.
Okay, but it will not work. It will give you a such type of error, not a single group function. Means why?
So you can't do a single one and a group one together.
Right. That's why I have represented you. Right. Means whenever you are going to take a single column, right? Then what it will calculate? It will display you the the content of 107 rows one by one, right? And
Yeah.
for some salary, it is going to represent you a single value,
Yeah.
right? There is a no combination is becoming in between multiple and single value. That's why it is giving you an error,
Yeah.
right? You can display this thing, but you have to use group by clause.
Yeah.
How you will use it? You have to put department ID, some salary from employees. After that, group by. You have to put the name after the name, which is extra than your group function. Means you have to put department ID here, right? Whenever you are going
Yeah.
to use a single column with a group function, then you have to put that single column with group by clause,
Okay.
right? If you have used more than one column, then you have to put that column also by separating on comma, by separating through comma, right?
Yeah.
Right? It will display what it did. First of all, it grouped all the department ID. Means
Yeah.
it takes 100 department ID, make a group
And
of
then give
that,
the solution.
and do the summation of that.
Okay.
Right? It takes the 30th department ID and calculate the sum of all the employees' salary. Right? It takes the null department ID and give you the salary of sum of salaries. Same 90, same 20, 70, 110, 50, 80 and so on.
60. Yeah.
Right? If you are going to write like this, department ID, comma, job ID, then you have to
Then you have to write job ID in the end of.
right. You also have to include that job ID here, right?
Yeah.
Whatever the single column you have used with group function, then that single column you should have to include in group by clause, right? Clear?
Yeah.
What it did? It first it has taken department ID and a job ID and make a combination of them and calculate the all the employees. Those combination are same department ID, same job ID. As you can see, 110 AC account is appearing, 110 AC MGR appearing, 100 FI manager and 100 FI account is appearing. Right? Means what it did? It first of all it created a group on the basis of department ID and job ID. After that, it calculated the salary of those persons.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Clear? Now.
Yes, it is.
Now, if you want to put some restriction, means you want the salary which is greater than 50,000 can only appear here.
Okay.
Right? Then what you will do?
Yeah.
What you will do? You will put what you will
greater
do?
than salary.
Tell me the correct sentence. What clause you will use and what sentence you will use?
Or to check greater than 5,000.
50,000. Sum of salary should be greater than 50,000. What you will do? You will use where clause? Right?
Yeah, you'll use where clause.
Some salary greater than 50,000.
Oh, that's the greater than sign. Yeah.
Greater than? It is visible properly to you?
Yeah, it is.
Right. You will use the same thing, but it will throw you an error. See. right?
Oh yeah, because you put two brackets.
No, I have not put it two brackets. I have put it one bracket, and after that the greater than symbol and 5,000. Simple. But why it is giving you a error? Because
I think the 5,000 has to be, the 50,000 should be inside the thing.
no, this is not the case. The case is whenever you are going to apply some restriction on group function, you cannot use where clause.
Oh, okay.
You cannot use where clause. You have to use having clause, and that having clause should be after group by clause.
Okay.
Right? This is a new concept. This is the new concept. Means whenever you have used the group by function, your group by clause, and you want to apply some restriction on group function, then you have to use having clause. Having some salary.
Okay.
Means, but whenever you are going to apply some restriction on group function, then you have to use having after group by clause.
Okay.
Right? Clear?
Yeah, it is.
Right? Clear? You can also apply the order by clause, right?
Yeah.
You can also apply. Siddharth, one thing I want to tell you, as I am using all this group by having on a single row, right? We can also write this thing on more than one row.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Right? Means as like this. I will show you. The same oracle suggests, right? The same oracle suggests that if you are using a new clause, then you have to write that new clause in a separate line. You have to write that new clause in a separate line.
Separate line.
Right? See, but why I am using it? Because whenever I am going to put up arrow, it will not appear. I have to write again and again the same sentence, right? That's why I am writing all the sentences in a single line. But you have to make a practice to write all the sentence in separate line. Whenever you are going to use where clause, or whenever you are going to use group by clause, whenever you are going to use having clause, you have to write that thing in a separate line.
Okay.
Right? I am demonstrating you. Right? Right? I have written this statement in 3 lines. Right?
Yeah.
Right? As you can see. Right? Now see, whenever I am going to do this, I am getting such type of things. So I have to write again.
That's why you're doing it in a single line.
That's why I have to write all the things again and again, right? Now, you can also apply order by clause here. Order by some salary. Right? You can also apply order by clause here. I have already explained you order by clause.
Yeah.
Now, as you can see, I have applied order by clause also. Right? Means this is actually the sequence. First of all, if there is there is need of group by, then you have to do group by. After that, you have to do having clause, right? After that, you have to at last you have to do order by clause, right? Right? Clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Means now a point is arising whether we can apply where clause or not here with group function.
Yeah.
Right? As I have told you, as I have told you, whenever you are going to put some restriction on group function, then you have to use having function. Right? A point is arising whether we can use where clause. If we can use where clause, then where we will use that where clause.
Yeah, true.
Right? So we can use where clause with the simple columns like department ID, job ID in the same sentence.
Oh, okay.
Right? In the same sentence. Right? We will do and where department ID is greater than 50. Now you can apply the things, means group by, after that having, you can get the result.
Yeah.
Right? Means what it did, it only calculated the value or the sum salary for the department ID which is greater than 50.
50,
right?
Yeah.
Means you can include where clause for only the column names, not for the group function.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So you can see I have to do such type of things. So putting the sentence in more than one line.
Yeah.
Right? In industry you have to write like this only. Right?
Okay.
Where department ID is greater than 50, then means if you are not put it semicolon, then your statement will not be terminated. It will go to second line, third line, fourth line, and so on. Now it is appearing where by, I think, and then order by.
It's not showing order by.
Right?
Oh, yeah, there.
Okay, means you can use in this sequence for your command.
Okay.
First of all, if there is a need of to apply where clause, then you have to apply where clause. Thereafter group by clause. Thereafter having clause. Thereafter order by.
Order by.
This is the exact sequence, right?
Okay.
Right? This Oracle suggests, right? You have to follow it. Okay? Clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Then the same thing you can apply with maximum, sum, min, and so on. Whatever the functions you are seeing, you can apply the same thing on all the data, right? You can also apply nesting of group function. As I have explained you the nesting of single loop function, you can also apply the same thing on nesting of group function. Right? Then select max AVG NVL salary comma 0. No, I will not use annual because it can confuse you. It can confuse you, right? Salary, right? Form employees, right? Means what I have did, I have calculated the average salary. I have calculated the average salary, and from all these average salaries, I am returning you the maximum value.
Yeah.
Right? And how we can calculate this thing? Group by department ID. Right? right?
Yeah.
As you are seeing, I have not included this department ID in my selection display. Right? You can also apply the where clause or anything else like this, right?
Yeah.
There is not necessary that whatever you are writing in your where clause, you have to include that thing in your select statement on selection columns, right? Right?
Yeah.
See,
yeah, it's 19,000.
this is the maximum average salary, and you also want to display the department which has this maximum salary, then you write department
ID.
here, right? It, okay, it will not work because department ID.
Why will it not work?
Because we are using two group functions, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. These all about these your group functions, right?
Yeah.
As I can see, is there anything pending in it? No. I have explained you what I have explained you. I have explained you all the group functions, how you can use all the
and
functions.
How can you use the clauses?
And how you can use the clauses means like group by clause, having clause, and where clause, right? All these things, right?
Yeah.
How you can use the nesting of your functions, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.